Alright, here we go. Hi guys, CryptoVince here. Welcome to a new live stream. Since I'm in quarantine because this coronavirus thing, I'm so bored, so I decided to do another live stream for the public, for the free channel. And I mean, I just want to know where Bitcoin is going because I still didn't figure it out. Locally is in a bullish structure, but is printing some kind of massive bearish flag as a Mekan said in the chat channel. So let's see this massive bearish flag that is about to print. I thought it was going to drop a bit to this block, but yeah, this spike it was a weird spike. To be honest, I didn't notice this falling wedge up to now. Calling falling wedge, I mean, can be a bull flag pattern. Falling wedge usually it's more a reversal pattern for me, not a continuation. But I mean, bull flag pennant, bull flag pennant, falling wedge, whatever is still the same thing when it comes to the lower time frame. So I'm gonna keep it that this way. Let's see if this is a fake out or not. You already made a fake out. The level is actually here for now. It's around 6.3. That level it's super important because we know on the weekly is pretty much around here. So it's a support resistance level that it's very important for Bitcoin to beat. Let me change to another chart so you guys can see it better. So the support resistance flip, let me put on logarithmic scale, is around this level. Okay, probably is on the monthly that I notice a good confluence. Yes, okay. So the monthly must close above this 6384 level to be bullish. We have a massive rejection at 3, sorry, bounce at 3.8 all the way up to 6. We have to see if it continues to go down or not, but it will be great if we can stay above. On the weekly, we said also the moving average is important, the 200 moving average. I don't have too much data on BitMEX. Let me go back one to Bitstamp. To stay above the moving average 200, we say on the weekly, it's important also. Let me move this Fibonacci for now. And this is what I got. We are in a downtrend market structure when it comes to the weekly. So in order to turn bullish, it needs to break above 7K and then above 8K. The demand zone here is set all the way up here, but the supply level, sorry. Let me do a 2 sip of my cafe because I think I'm still sleeping. Okay, let me see who is online right now. Hi Michael, you Mosein. Hi Yop Mosein. I don't know how to say your name. Okay, so what I wanted to go look is the lower time frame right now, because the higher time frame we did the live stream the other day, we know what to look for, we know the weekly, we know the monthly. I want to see what's gonna do now, if it will drop or not. And I think I'm more bearish because it's still below this red line, and from this level towards that red line is printing a bearish flag. And let's go check this bearish flag pattern. wanna go on a clear chart. Let's go on XBT. Start from the daily. See if I can already connect few things. That's how I do. So from this local supply here, this is a one move. Of course, there is another move, which is this move right here. It's kind of a downtrend channel. It's another move. So I don't really want to make a Fibonacci that takes both moves. Usually a Fibonacci is a move by itself, so I would trace my Fibonacci to see the retracement in the opposite way. So if I flip the chart like this, like this, I want to see retracement from this point down. Okay, at this retrace 78, 70 is bouncing many times on 70%. This is another move. I can add another Fibonacci coming from here for confluence and see which level match the most, and the 50 and the 70 are a good confluence at this point. So but let's not make things too complicated. Let's flip back the chart. So this is a supply level that I'm very aware is there, and it's important because it's also the gap that is visible on the CME chart. If I go look at the chart, we have a massive gap that we have to fill. Actually, price spiked to fill that gap, and now we have another unfilled gap, which is around. Some people might place orders just at the bottom of the gap, and price might react very quickly at the unfilled gap, drop, and then come back after to fill all the gap. That's what I notice most of the times happen. So this is 8265, around that level, 8265. So 8265, so we are pretty much in confluent with that, huh? So very important those confluences with the future chart. I mean 82 is just above it, it's just right here, 882. So a wick can take that out for sure. Hi Marco. Hi Marco, hi Matt. Hi Moonwhale. 1 year, what are you guys saying? This shit will set back crypto 1 year. Shit, I have to bail out already. We'll have to watch this later. Vince, know you're boring. I keep under 7 hours, no problem. What is it? 10 minutes? Yeah, we'll keep it short this time. So the bearish flag that some member figure it out is a flag that comes from those levels. It might be, yes, it's a flag. I don't have to call this a falling wedge. Let's see on linear scale. On linear scale, it's even better. In linear scale, the shape looks like a bearish flag. So price can come up to here. This is on the daily time frame. Let's see the moving average. Where is it? Right here. So also we have a confluence with moving average, because moving average will move. This is 200, so it's not gonna do much. We will keep like going sideways like that. Let me add it to 100. See. Oh, we have some bearish crosses coming up. Yes, because those are bullish, so bearish crosses upcoming soon on the daily. all three moving averages, 50, 100 and 200, are about to cross. And I mean, usually bearish crosses indicate a drop, but we have seen sometimes Bitcoin can surprise us and actually pump on a bearish cross. Bearish cross is not an indicator that I trust a lot because it's just a representation of price. So the price dropped, of course the moving averages are following, so are very lagging indicator in comparison with the RSI, that it's not a lagging indicator and actually can predict something. Let's go check RSI anyways. So MACD as the moving average, it's a lagging indicator showing across WT cross, it's very low, and the RSI still not printing any divergence at the moment. So let's just leave RSI because the only oscillator that I use, that I trust the most. And let's start to trade some levels. So we said that there is a bearish cross on daily. What else can we see on daily that can give us few other things? Let's say a level in this channel, of course it's bullish. So just if you see in this zone, it's the local market structure, it was bullish because it made a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and might keep going to make another wave and then drop. So far by the daily time frame, I can predict maybe this move right here and nothing else. Then we will see if this this will turn as an Elliott wave or not. But so far, this is what I see. It's important to say also that crosses usually triggers bots. So if many bots at the same times are triggered by the crosses, we will see a dump in price. That could be a fake out, the one that we just seen. I didn't expect that pump at that level. Go 12 hours. I can remove moving averages. I don't want them anymore. Maybe I just stick to the 200, which for me is the most important. Just for me, some other traders can use different. I just use the 200. Sometimes I don't use it at all. I just do straight price action, and I have good results. I don't have to add too many indicators. I like the horizontal levels the most. So this level, of course, is a different level now because on a 12-hour time frame, every time frame has a different level. If you trade from the candle close, of course, if you trade from the wick, you will have the same level on all time frames. Because of that, what I do sometimes, I trace the wick with a dashed line and the level that I move on every time frame with the solid line. So can this be a bearish flag? It has the shape of it. It has the shape of it for sure. And it will bring us to 8K level. There's not much resistance between 6, 5 and 8. So it might go pretty fast if it breaks this this level here. Oh, there was a divergence, huh? I didn't notice on the 12-hour time frame there was a divergence. I didn't see this. How did I miss this? Wow. That's something I didn't check. The 12-hour time frame, it's a very important time frame for me. Especially for altcoins, it can tell many things that the daily can't. Um, in fact, on the daily there was no divergence. So this is a good divergence because it happened in the oversold, sorry, area. Like the two peaks, valleys in this case, happen below 30, and that's a very good divergence. um, when sometimes with divergence they do this, they do that, right? And they happen inside over 30, they're not good divergences for me. But great divergences are the one that form like this. Always trace the divergence from the candle close, not from the wick, because the RSI is printed because the candle close, not the wicks. Okay. Anyways, I don't have to add anything else on Bitcoin in this time frame. Let's go straight to the 4 hour. Let's check some patterns. If you can see, we say that we there is a falling wedge pattern on our flag, bull flag, or whatever there is, however you want to call it. It's a consolidation pattern, and there was a breakout of that. Okay. Let me remove those lines, make it less crazy. So it's breaking, got rejected. We'll see what happened there. I still don't have a position on Bitcoin. I'm confused right now. I'm very confused. There is space to go up for sure, but I would like to see if this high it takes out this high. Otherwise, no. It's a very interesting level because I say the 6-3 level, it's a level that in the higher time frame is so important to break. So I still don't know if it's going against the coronavirus or with the coronavirus, because the dump that happened last week, uh, we were going higher and then it dumped right away, so that showed weakness, a lot of weakness, and was not great. It reacted pretty good, bounced very well, but can just be a rebound and just then a continuation. It was too fast, not enough accumulation. I don't think it's the bottom, in my opinion, because there was not enough sideways motion. If whoever brought price down wanted to accumulate more, it would have done something to accumulate more, like happened in at the 3.5k when we were, back back then. So let's go check how the total market cap looks. Bitcoin, I don't have to add anything. Just have to see if this can bounce, break this high, retest, and keep its way up. Fibonacci levels, I don't even have to trace them. 70% here, 78 right there. Let's see. Total market cap. What I got here. What is this? That I had this magnet that was signaling the price might come here. In fact, it did come on this level, but the buyers there started the run. This is a nice educational post. This like that. So here is the buyer that started the run. Okay. So our OB, our order block, and here that's the level. Okay, so I placed my magnet mode on the level, assuming that it could have arrived also wick into the demand zone order block here. In fact, that's what it did. It reached there and boom, fly away from that point. So, and that's why I'm confused. Like it bounced so hard, but it's still in a bearish structure. In fact, it reached here and bounced back down, got rejected. Now it's trying again, but the overall market structure here is super bearish. He made a fake out, a bull trap here, but it's still bearish. So we have to see. That's why I don't know what to do at the moment. Will it break up or will it go down? I'm more towards the go down because I need to follow the trend. I want to follow the trend. It's easier to follow the trend than catching a bottom, in my opinion. Vince, what about the 1 hour swing failure pattern on Bitcoin right now? Let's go check. I don't think there was one. Well, it's a swing failure pattern of this area. I don't like it much. I rather see a swing failure pattern of this level than not here. But if it goes higher, see, it's a fake out at this point. But if it goes higher and comes back down to retest that, this could be the breaker block that you're looking for. But you know, it needs to go up, comes back down and go up. So at the moment it's not a swing failure pattern I would trade, because this high is higher than this. Okay, so it's not a swing failure. Total. So what is our Matt, what were you saying? What if we close daily by a low and the other side doing a higher high, hidden bearish divergence? Just asking. I will go check in a few. So again, I would say market structure is still bearish. I'm leaning to bearish here, because again, as I said just a few seconds ago, it's easier to follow the market structure and follow the trend, when they say the trend is your friend, right? Instead of trying to catch the bottom, because as you guys remember, there is a chart that I made. Every bounce, people thought Bitcoin was going to 20k on every single bounce, and that's not the case. Let's go check the total market cap of altcoins, which is very interesting because there was a support resistance flip that I've been following since 2018 here, and this level I think is the level that will cause the altcoin market, the altcoin rally. Altcoin season, and there almost was one. During this pump we have seen many coins going crazy, and then they lost all the gain they did. It was insane. Dash, Monero, Ethereum, Litecoin, everything mooned like crazy, reached this level of support resistance flip and died. Everything died. It was crazy to watch. And I still have all my chart on the altcoin, because we made lots of gains with that with the little altcoin season, if you can call it season. Was a week maybe. 1 second, is loading here. The overall scenario is still 1k previous high. What other scenario would take place if we go back to 8k? 1 second, because I lost this. My computer froze here. One second, I have to reopen this. I'm with the laptop right now, so that's why it's going a little bit slow. I have three screens on me. Okay. Well, I guess I'm not gonna try to open my altcoin chart. Well, let's go check from here. XMR, Monero, massive pump and just hammered down so hard. I couldn't believe how bad the bull trap was. I even turned bullish when everything was going up like crazy. This is the weekly, so the daily looks like this, and on linear chart it might look even worse. So look at that dump. All the coins did that. The top 20, top 10. Look at Dash. Dash went up 300% and dropped all the way down. It was a joke. What is this? It's a joke of a market. So let's go check LTC, because I have it charted here. It's similar to Bitcoin because it's still in a bearish market structure. Logarithmic here. So, and again, there was a fresh liquidity. It didn't go hit, touch demand, and bounced back up. So the liquidity is below. It touched demand and bounced. And the question is, it bounced why? Why did it bounce? Bounce because there were many orders on demand, as we usually is. Did it bounce because whoever shorted here, market sold here, wanted to buy cheaper, or it's just because whoever shorted here had their order already set below, or they took profit here instead? So there are many stories we can tell, but this thing is still bearish. And again, catching the bottoms, it's hard, because you should never catch falling knives, as they say. I put this question mark here because I would like this level to be taken, but it's not that I really love this level, just a swing low. And price, it's attempting. Why is the computer so slow now? It's attempting to break, but as you can see, I can adjust the level right here, better level with the more touches instead of the previous one. That's why I change my line on every time frame that I use. If I go on daily, see that it's a fake out. So that's my level. In fact, price is not going above it, it's just wicking above the red line. So coffee. Am I buffering, or the video is going okay? Just to know. What scenario would take place if we go back to 8K? Well, I made a chart and it was in my other setup. I want to load that chart. See if I can. Okay, maybe I can now. Okay, this is the scenario that I placed if we can go back to 8K. So 8K is this level, right? Is the black line. I make it dashed, okay? So if we can go above 8K, we still need to beat the seller, the main seller, that it's located around this area. So the bastard is right here. Actually, let me find him. So this is the candle. This green candle, this is the candle that the seller sold into, causing the first drop. Price came back up, and the same guy or the same institutions, the same whales, whatever, pushed that down again. And remember, here we had a 40% pump on Bitcoin, and they crushed it. Went down, made the lower lows, tried to come back all the way up. This is all retail traders. This is not whales, guys, because it went just too slow, too slow. This is retail traders trying to buy it, dun, 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 and then the same guy, boom, 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 smash down. So here there was a pump and dump, insane. You guys remember? It was a massive pump. Was a China? Was China news or what was it? I don't remember. If you guys remember, if you can remind me, there was a big news. Boom, pump like crazy and died. So we have a massive drop in seller here. You can see the candle from the shape of the candle, how bad sellers are. Now we, as I said, we retraced 70%. So buyers push 70% against the 100% of the seller here in this move. So it is a good bounce. It is a good bounce. We cannot say, oh fuck, this is extremely bearish. The market structure is bearish. In fact, I trace a red scenario that could be hit. But if it shows progress and we can reach an important level of resistance and break it, then okay, then we might see a market structure. But which one will be the most important level to look for sure? For sure, this one, this level here. If we get rejected, we might go down, and we'll have to check if we can make a higher low, and check if we can stay above 8K and so on. But when we break this guy, that I have to make a red because it's the seller, that's when we can finally go. Okay. So long time to see this. What else you guys are saying? President announced blockchain support for central digital currency. Yeah, I don't go with the news much because the news, I think, causes a pump, causes FOMO, or causes FUD, and then the price reverse. So here there was a good news, there was a pump, and then price reverse. If there was a bad news here, price dumps and then recovers for good. So I usually do the opposite of what a news says in the mid-term. Because if a good news come up, retail traders are gonna buy. If there is a bad news coming out, retail traders are going to sell. But the thing is, like, to become a successful trader, you need to know what institutions are doing and why the institutions put the news on the market and so on. The halving have any effect? I don't know. I don't wanna say anything about that, the halving, because I don't have enough data. We just had another halving, so with just one, I cannot really predict what the halving might do or not. I don't want to express my opinion there. I just don't have enough materials to think to think about the prediction. Here I have some data, right? I see the chart, I see the candles. That's just the halving. What it's gonna do, I don't know. What do you think it's gonna do? Timeframe. So if 8K or say 10K, then ABC correction to 1K is invalidated. Nothing is invalidated. As you guys know, I try to see, I make my decision while I see the chart. I'm not an investor on Bitcoin. I'm a trader. So I'm not an investor that needs to know when we will reach 20K. Because an investor, what it does is like, okay, fuck, we are at 6K in 2 years, maybe it will be 20K, so I buy now, I don't care. I'm a trader, so being a trader, I need to know I will trade based on the level that's broken or not. So if 8K is broken, I will long. I will long until 10K. If 10K is rejected, I will short until 7. Uh, if price drops down and goes below 3K, I'm going to short to 1K. Like, I'm always thinking. That's why I don't give my long-term prediction, because I'm not an investor. I'm a trader. And there's a huge difference between a trader and an investor. If I'm insecure, if I don't know what the price is gonna do, I'm not gonna trade. I don't care. If I have 50% chance that this thing is gonna go up and 50% chance that it's going down, I'm just not gonna trade. I'm just gonna wait. And some people think that this means you are not a good trader. No, you just don't know the direction, because we are traders. We are not investors. You know how many people friends I have that contact me every day, like friends in my town. They're like, "Oh, Vince, when we're gonna buy Bitcoin? Come on, when we're gonna buy Bitcoin?" And I'm like, "I don't know." It's like, "What do you mean you don't know? You are in the channel all day long." I say, "Yeah, I know, but I use stop losses." I say I get out as soon as it's bad. I don't want you to buy it. Yeah, see, but just call me. They say, just call me when you think it's good price to buy, and I will never have an answer for those guys. They ask me when you think I'm gonna buy, cause I don't buy it just to hold. I trade it. So that's the thing. Um, Another story. Let me see. In the meanwhile, I can prompt something else so you guys can see. Um, in the meanwhile, I I wanted to discuss another thing. That was why there are some people. Oh, Bitcoin it cannot go to 1K. Why? Because miners will shut down their mining facilities. But guys, Bitcoin, if it reach 3K, and we know it can go to 3K, do you think it can't do 2K drop in one single day? Like going to 3K, drop to 1K, and come back up. It can do it in a day if it wants to. Because we have seen it going down from 8K or 6K down to 3K. There was a 3K move. So you don't think it can do a 2K move in a matter of a day? Yes, it can. So miners won't close their facility if price drops to 1K for a second, you know? So I think it's very possible that we go there, especially with the crisis that we're having right now, the economy, the virus, and so on. The virus is coming inside America. Italy is got pretty bad right now. Finally, we had a day with the less deaths and less infected, but it's still pretty bad. We are about 600 deaths a day, which is insane. Um, so that's pretty bad. So let's hope this goes away soon. Anyways, this chart talks by itself. The 78% retracement were the targets for every move, and I'm expecting. Uh, no, I'm expecting. I don't want to use the word, but the scenario could be 1K and then a pump from 250K level, a good pump. Um, and then also, if I trace a Fibonacci retracement from here to there, It's a 61% retracement, the level that maybe I have it here, BLX. One second. So if I trace a Fibonacci retracement in logarithmic scale of the bull run, okay, 61% retracement, which is very good. Usually the most common retracement will be located on 1K. So that's why I think we might go there. And that would be the ABC. Okay. ABC. Inevitable, non-inevitable, I cannot say that. Price might come back to here, make a double bottom and go back up, or we can go here, or we're just gonna stop there. As I said, I have a trader mentality, not investing mentality. So I'm not a magician that can say, hey guys, we will go to 1K, that's for sure. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is a scenario, this is a probability that we might go there. Okay, as there is the probability that we might shoot to 50K tomorrow. And that's the ABC that also happened here, right? And the C, of course, matches with the important high, and this C matches with important high. I mean, fuck, there is a good confluence. What you guys think? And if I trace this, what do you think C is going to be? A 61%, as it did here. So guys, it's Fibonacci, it doesn't lie. So Ethereum USDT. Ethereum looks like a Litecoin, massive pump and dump. I wonder if this is all a consolidation. Consolidation, accumulation, ready to go. That would be nice. Charts are very similar, are following Bitcoin. So still market bearish. Touch the demand, spike back up. Exactly like LTC, look. Exactly like it. So let's check Ethereum BTC because it's a good indicator for the altcoin season. What it's been doing. I've been charting just USDT market. I love it. I love it because it gives me a stable currency to trade with, and I can count my profit monthly by month. So what is it doing here, Ethereum BTC? Let's try to chart it quickly. 45 minutes I'm talking. So this is important level for sure. It's a massive swing. Let me use my color because I'm OCD. This is a wick and it's important. And already gives us two important levels, which are the rejection and up and here, and this other rejection right there. Huh? Nice and easy. We have a level right there. Right there. And we have also a wick. We start to have some resistances. So this will be tough to break. This is the main seller right here. That's the main seller. So it didn't even reach the main seller. This move right here. We are on the weekly. Let's see the EMAs. The 200 is not showing up. If I connect those two levels, it's not a diagonal that I would trace to be. I hate diagonals anyways because they change with the linear and logarithmic. So this is linear. I cannot really connect anything. So I rather don't use diagonals and stick with the levels. This is the supply. Price is kind of holding on it like Bitcoin is doing. You see how much retracement this is? 61. Not bad, not a bad retracement. There is a double bottom pattern. Or it could be also an harmonic pattern here, since it didn't quite reach that level. It's not a bad one. I mean, already played out, so we cannot really do anything with it. But yeah, it was an harmonic. And dropped 61% of the shape. RSI is still high on the weekly. Okay, let's go down a time frame to see what's going on. Candles are pretty bad. There was a rejection, a bounce, sorry, but keep going down. MA on the daily just touch MA 200. That could be a starting point for this trend. So right now we are bouncing on this support resistance flip. Locally we are bullish because we had this massive run, retracement of 61% with a bounce of MA 200, and we could recover. So first thing to see is that if price can stay above moving average 200. Actually, it's a good point. On 12-hour time frame, we are already below, but as you can see from here, it doesn't really give any clue. So that's it for Ethereum BTC. We just have to see if we can make an impulse and start a new wave from this level. I don't see any pattern here or anything. LTC BTC. Did I add a chart here? Maybe here. What I had here, I had something. Oh, I called the triple bottom. Well, it kind of played out. When we were here, I called the double bottoms, triple bottoms. We were at this point, like that. I called the triple bottom, and price dropped to catch all the liquidity that was below, and then came back up. So it was a good one, but did not continue upward. It stopped where the seller is. So the seller again was not able, won again here, won again here, and won again here. So, and it's going sideways, right? It's going sideways from a downtrend. Downtrend was a falling wedge or a channel. Now it's going sideways, and maybe sellers are trying to accumulate here. There was another liquidity that was taken below even this level. Put the level, check mark. Liquidity was taken there, but price bounced and it came back. So it didn't really moon or anything. So that's why it's kind of weird that this is happening, and I'm still confused. I would like to know if this is accumulation zone, maybe a week of cycle, and we can continue upward. Price though, it's above the level, so above the important level, and we have to see if we can stick above it. Probably is another 61% retracement as Ethereum, 70-70. So the market is like it's sideways. It's not the Bitcoin is dumping the most. Bitcoin is Bitcoin dropped, had a major swing, went all the way up to 10k and dropped to 3k. This is more sideways. Ethereum 2 is more sideways. But if you count Bitcoin as a whole thing, it's also maybe accumulating around 6k level. But I'm talking about big numbers. Big numbers. See, it's a totally different chart. Bitcoin is high, so it was more a distribution at this point. So consolidation for a distribution, while the other coins are very low. They look like more consolidation, but they are accumulation for a possible pump, and that's why it's so hard to predict what the market will do next. So that's it, guys. I will close it here at the 1 hour. Thank you for listening. Hopefully you got any other idea, you learned something from this live stream, not just a possible prediction for Bitcoin, but just to learn few other tools that you might never heard before. If you have any questions, please right now. To our bullish breaker block. Bullish breaker block. Well, for sure there is a little market structure that's broken, but it didn't take out those stops, so it might be a good level, but not as important as the one that we found on top here. Remember the one on top on the 15 minutes? That was the breaker. This was a breaker block. This was a massive one. Right there. Takes out stop, dump, boom, crash. Right here, no, we don't have that move that takes out the stops. It can just be a support resistance flip if you want to call it that way. But like this one, probably you're saying, right? So it could be a support resistance flip. That's all. Okay. Well, guys, enjoy the week, and I will talk to you guys soon. Okay. Bye bye.